best buy of the day. Very excited. How are you doing?
I am great. I am great. We're in Colorado till yesterday.
Oh, nice.
We get out of the heat of the Nevada desert, and we spend a couple of months in Colorado, hiking, mountain biking, running trails, all sorts of stuff like that. So it's a little bit humid here in Florida.
Yes,
just
indeed.
A little bit. I think about like 95% humidity.
Yeah, hard to have good hair days these days. Thank goodness for healthy hair, skin, and nails, because it helps a little bit with those bad hair days. But we have fun. This first hour is a variety hour.
Right.
So we have a lot to show you. And then, of course, at midnight, get ready. You have to stock up on that healthy hair, skin, and nails.
And what we're starting with here, Phosphatidylserine, it wasn't planned in the hour. And the reason why I decided to do this, and even when the blog I recently wrote, there's a lot of change in the air here. And change is stressful for a lot of people. There's political change in our society. And as I say, no matter what side of the aisle you're on, it seems to be stressful nowadays. I think we're just all drowning in news. I think the news channels are the ones benefiting from all this because we're all being exposed to so much news. The internet certainly makes it easier for us to have access to all this information. And I guess, what do they always say? No news is good news. I think for a lot of us, less news would be better news. But the reason why I started with phosphatidylserine is there's a biochemical fallout in our body, the consequences of stress. It's something called cortisol. And phosphatidylserine, number one, it happens to be the principal phospholipid in our brain. So obviously it plays a critical structural role and functional role in our brain. But phosphatidylserine has also has been shown to help in terms of balancing our cortisol levels and happening to be able to decrease the actual cortisol secretion that happens during periods of stress, particularly stress that comes from physical exercise as well. So that's why I started. I figured as long as we're all dealing with change, and change can be stressful, but change is good, because unless things change, they're only going to remain the same. And I think in life we all hope that things improve. And if things are going to improve, obviously, then we have to endure some change. So phosphatidylserine is a way for us to deal with change a little bit better.
I like it. We have it in a 30, a 60, a 180, or a 240, or I'm sorry, a 120 or a 240 cap size. Special birthday pricing, free shipping and handling, customer reviews, of course. Do you know that your average review on this is 4.9 out of 5 stars?
Well, you can't make a better phosphatidylserine product. You get the 200 milligrams of phosphatidylserine, which is unfortunately one of those ingredients that happens to be more than $1,000 a kilo. It's incredibly expensive. A kilogram is 2.2 pounds. So it's an incredibly expensive ingredient. When you get to levels like this at 200 milligrams, we also have a 100 milligram, but the 200 is a better value, higher potency at only a slightly greater price. But again, when we're dealing with stress, and stress is something that defines the human condition. When we exercise, and I exercise today, it's stress. It's positive adaptive stress, but that stress comes with consequences. When we worry about things, that's stress. And when we're worried, there's biochemical, physiologic changes that accompany that stress. So phosphatidylserine has been an ingredient that has been shown to help us contend with stress a bit better. The best way to deal with stress is to not perceive it as such. It's, we can't all go through the world being like the Dalai Lama and not having anything touch us. But again, to the extent we could look at the world and process it in a way and realize that it's not that big a deal, as they say, this too shall pass. I think to the extent we can do that, then that is the absolute best way to manage stress.
There we go. If you'd like it, and this works hand in hand with a lot of the other, like the phosphatidylcholine, a lot of the other products, this work hand in hand with that, and it's just more about the importance of that brain health.
And simply beyond, even if you're not taking this product for its benefits in terms of stress, in terms of cortisol secretion, but simply because it's the principal phospholipid in the brain, then that alone is a great justification for getting it.
Perfect. All right, now we're going to wrap it up. We have a lot to do in this hour. We're going to have fun. Choose the size you want. Take advantage of FlexPays. The larger ones are on FlexPay. Everything in the show tonight is free shipping and handling.
Yeah, we didn't have a pricing chart on this because I just added it at the last moment. But as you can see, the normal price, I think, on the large size, I think it's over $200, and today it's $219, I guess, and today it's $159. So we did extra special pricing.
Yeah, $60 off. You're right. Wow.
In honor of all the stress and what is it? I think think it's Buddha. Whenever I say Buddha, I think my friend had a dog and named their dog Buddha. So I think of their white Labrador Retriever. But Buddha, the Buddhist religion, I think the first teaching is that life is suffering. And so, in other words, life is stressful, life is challenging. We're constantly dealing with the things that we might be attached to, whether attached to happiness or attached to our good health, or attached to loved ones, or attached to material things. That all these things are, as they say, they're impermanent and they change. And hopefully it's up to us to try to lead a life that gives rise to more positive changes. But in every life, a little rain is going to fall. So to the extent, again, that we could deal with stress and change more gracefully, then that's a good life.
All right, these are almost gone, frankly. There's not a lot of this left,
very
a couple
little.
hundred in
Yes.
each choice here. So please stay right there if you're ordering by phone, if you're ordering on hsn.com, whatever the easiest thing for you is great.